Welcome, this is our first video in our quilt along, and we are going to be doing this heart today. There's a series of 3 different hearts, and I'll show you those in just a minute. This is the heart that we're going to be doing in this video today. I will have other videos for you, and we will do this heart, which is a 9-patch inside the heart, and we will do this one, which is the heart and a heart. Okay? So I'm going to start out with the easiest first because we have a lot of folks that are beginners and we're just going to take our time with this and go through it. So you should have a square cut out that's 2 3/4 inches square. You'll need 2 rectangles of your heart fabric that are going to be 2 inches by 2 3/4 inches. You're going to need some background fabric that measures 2 inches square. And you're going to need 4 pieces of your background fabric that measure 1 1/4 inches square. You're going to draw a line on the diagonal here, and I've used a Sew Line Erase pen. You can use whatever marking device you like, a pencil, just as long as it's not a permanent marker, okay? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to dog-ear these puppies first, so let's go like this. We're going to put our piece right on the corner carefully, and if you will take a stitch just right inside that, and I will show you here in just a second what I want you to do. Now this is for beginners, so if you're an advanced quilter you can fast forward through this. This is our line right here, and we're going to go just 1 needle's width to that side of the line when you're stitching, and then you'll have a perfect turn when you turn your edge. If you sew on the inside of that line this direction, you're going to have a short amount of fabric and it won't sit right when you turn it, okay? So that's what we want to do, stitch just that way, and then you're going to trim that 1/4 inch away from that line that you stitched, okay? We'll do another one here. There's only 4 of these, so it goes quick. And you can chain piece these. If you're going to make all your hearts in your quilt the same, you can chain piece them, and that works out really well. I'm going to go ahead and do that on this next one. So we'll just make sure you've got your fabric lined up on your edges. And then you just trim that away. Okay. Same on this side. We're going to trim 1/4 inch away from there. Same on this, 1/4 inch away. You can measure it with a ruler and use your rotary cutter if you want. You just want to have a decent amount of selvage there, so when you have seam allowance. Okay, here we go. All right, this is our last one here. And I'll write that tip in my notes for you on the PDF so that you understand where you should sew. You can sew directly on the line, but now you're going to want to turn towards the dark fabric. So your background fabric is going to go towards your dark fabric. There we go, just like that. And I've got my iron heated up, and I'm just going to give things a little press. I'll get this over here so you can see. And you don't scrub it, just press down on it, and that'll do the trick, okay? That's one. We're going to do the same thing on this other one. Just use your fingernail and make sure you've got your seam open all the way. That is one of the tricks to proper piecing, is to make sure you get your seams open all the way. That will help you get a nice accurate block, and it'll be the size that you need it to be when you're finished, okay? Sometimes people don't get it open all the way, and that creates a problem. Okay, now we've got our block almost finished. Can you believe it? Okay, now if you look at this, what is that? That's a 4-patch, right? Okay, so we're going to fold this one over here. We're going to fold this one over here. And we're going to stitch 1/4 inch down each of those a quarter inch seam down each of those bits. It's the end of the day and I am tired today, so you can tell I'm doodling along here. Okay, that's what happens when you get into your 70s. Okay, there we go. And you can just chain piece these as well. You don't have to stop and cut things apart and concern yourself with it. Okay, then we're going to take this again and we're going to set our seam by just pressing. Okay. Now we're going to press this one towards our outside of our heart. Okay, just like that. And we're going to press this one to the inside of our heart. Okay, we'll have a little extra to trim off on that, and that's okay. You can square these blocks up, don't be afraid. Okay, now we have, I'm going to turn this way so it makes sense to you. We have this and we have this, and our seams are going in opposite directions. So when we flip this over like this, our seams should nest. Can you see that? The seams are nesting. This seam is going this direction and this seam is going this direction. Now you can pinch that with your fingers and feel that they are nesting together. And what I like to do for a beginner is go ahead and put your pin in, but don't put it in the seam, put it next to the seam. When you put a pin in the seam, sometimes it can distort the seam, and then you're going to get an area where your center doesn't meet up the way you want it to. Okay? So we're going to just stitch a 1/4 inch down that seam, and that's it. There's our heart. Can you see that? Beautiful. Okay, now what I'm going to do on the back here, you can do anything that you'd like. I like to pull these seams open right in the middle. It's called spinning your seam, just like that. And this will get pressed in that direction, and this will get pressed going down. So I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to make sure that this goes up, this goes down. I finger pressed it open, so I know my seam is open all the way. And there we go. I'm going to hit it with a little bit of starch just to make sure that we are all golden, and I like that. Okay. I'm not scrubbing with my iron. I'm actually picking it up, but it's such a slight motion you can't really see it. Okay, there we go. So there's our first little heart, and I'm going to just square this up a little bit with a bigger ruler, which I put somewhere else, but I can see it from here. Okay, so you can take just your little bits and you can get it sorted out there. And same with over here. We want our edges to be nice and neat. And I will show you on a next video exactly how to square up your blocks so that they're nice and perfect. There we go. There we go. Okay, there we go. Pretty, huh? Okay, this is going to be a fun quilt. This is actually the easy part, and like I said, there'll be directions in the pattern for you on how many of these to make for the quilt. If you just want to make a table runner, or if you just want to try and make the blocks and kind of see how this quilt goes along before you invest a lot of time and energy into it, I get it. I'm one of those people that when I see a mystery quilt, I like to kind of see how it's going to play out before I put a lot of fabric and a lot of time and energy into it. So this is just our first block, and we'll do some more. Okay, thanks. Watch for video number 2.